And now the starting lineup for the Edwards County Lady Lions. At middle hitter, a junior, number 4, Grayson Sledge. At center, a senior, number 7, Kason Nelson. At outside hitter, a freshman, number 12, Jenna Shaw. At middle hitter, a sophomore, number 11, Grace McCarty. At center, a sophomore, number 6, Alice Robb. At outside hitter, a sophomore, number 13, Grace Bishop. And starting at libero, a senior, number 10, Lydia Kelsey. The Lady Lions are coached by Cassie Nelson and assisted by Chrissy St. Ledger. And now, the starting lineup for your Fairfield Lady Mules. At DS, a junior, number 12, Corey Sutton. At DS, a junior, number 15, Kat Newman. At middle hitter, a sophomore, number 17, Kenzie Turner. At outside hitter, a sophomore, number 8, Gracie Atwood. At center, a junior, number 14, Ava Best. At middle hitter, a senior, number 22, Lane Clark. At center, a senior, number 10, Riley Edwards. At outside hitter, a senior, number 9, Emerson Robbins. And starting at libero, a senior, number 3, Mabry Ellis. Lady Mules are coached by Chet Snyder and Yvette Combs. Officials for today's contest are Jeff Crow and Dave Sands.
All right, those are your starting lineups here for both teams. We've hopped back on here and we're back on air right now, Bob.
Yeah, we're good.
Okay. I apologize for the issue that we had, but it looks like we're back to streaming now. Thanks very much for joining us here on Mule Nation, powered by RJ Marketing. I'm Derek Dunn, Bob Ellis alongside Grady Smooth Operator Simpson manning the camera for us here tonight. Volley for the Cure, we talked about it earlier, pregame. Lady Mules blocking is key. This is an Edwards County team that likes to attack. I thought Fairfield did a great job last time against EC, going back a couple of weeks ago when they really did a good job blocking at the net.
Yeah, no, they did. I'm really looking forward to seeing what both varsity teams can do here tonight.
Again, Fairfield having a great season, 24-2 overall. Edwards County 16-10. Again, with Volley for the Cure. Pink out night here tonight. This is a Black Diamond Conference battle. Talking about games that carry weight, this one is one of them. Got pink out night, conference game. Lady Mules would like to maintain that perfect record in conference play. You got Carmi coming up in just a few days this week on Thursday. So
yeah, got a couple exciting games coming up here this week, so I'm really looking forward to it. Me and Grady going to be traveling. I believe it's El Dorado tomorrow.
El Dorado tomorrow.
So be looking out for that. Also got tennis live streaming tomorrow, something new for Mule Nation, so be looking forward to that as well.
Bob's going to be doing some hammering around on tennis, by the way.
Yeah.
He got the old racket out. Should be a lot of fun, though, senior night, by the way, for the tennis team. Again, we'd like to mention here, thanks very much for joining us here, guys. We appreciate it. Again, Grayson Sledge, Kason Nelson, Jenna Shaw, Grace McCarty, Alice Robb, Grace Bishop, Lydia Kelsey for Edwards County. Lady Mules, Corey Sutton, Catherine Newman, Kenzie Turner, Gracie Atwood, Ava Best. Lady Clark, Riley Edwards, and Emerson Robbins. Libero is Mabry Ellis. Again, Lady Lions, by the way, coached by Cassie Nelson, Christy St. Ledger. And Edwards County They'll be serving up here first. Lydia Kelsey. Lydia senior with the serve. Kelsey with the deep serve, fielder by Ellis, and ace. Start things off for Edwards County. Again, you look at the crowd here tonight, I would say Edwards County fans kind of lead in that department. Overall number of that.
Yeah, Edwards County has an amazing fan base here tonight. This is actually part of it's homecoming week for Edwards County, so being here at this game is actually part of their Edwards County homecoming festivities. So that's why you see such a crowd here tonight. I believe it counts for their class points for the battle.
Oh, okay.
To see what class will get the most points throughout the week.
I like that. Kelsey, serve on the way, fielded right there by Mo. Riley with a little tip right over, fielded right there by Edwards County. They go up high. On the attack is Bishop, fielded right there by Mo. Into the net. Lady Mules having some trouble here early, and Edwards County with a 3-0 lead. 3-0 start for the Lady Lions. Kelsey with another serve. Serve on the way, fielded right there by Ellis. Best sets it this time over to Clark. That one's high, and a point for Edwards County.
Point, Edwards County.
You're Edwards County on the road. Want to get up to a good start, and so far they're doing that. Kelsey with another serve into the net, so that ends that run. So point for Fairfield. Corey Sutton will serve. Yeah, throw these records out the window. When these two teams take on each other, it's an all-out battle. Sutton with the serve. This one's fielded right there in the back row by Edwards County. They set it up this time. On attack, nice block right there by Edwards. This time, a little tap right over by way of Clark. They hit this one over to Best. Riley sets it this time over to Mo with the hammer off of the hands of Kelsey. And Mo with a little tap again. Edwards kind of having some trouble, and a point for Emerson. Emerson with a couple of quick strikes here, Bob. One was a block, and the other one was just a tap right over.
Yeah, Mules getting some points back here.
Sutton with another serve. They're down 4-2. Early, first set varsity play. Edwards County on the attack, off the hands. Lady Mules, Mo, that was blocked by EC. I think it was McCarty down there. Nelson also assisting on that one. And Grace McCarty, a sophomore, adds some length. Anchors up front line. There's a serve on the way from EC, fell right there by Best. Riley sets it this time over to Mo with a hammer. Over the hands of Grace Bishop, the sophomore. 5-3. And Riley Edwards will serve. Riley's done a great job serving all season. See Riley go on serving runs here. And there's the serve from Rye. Off the hands of EC. Nice dig right there. On the attack. That time with the lines. Mo with a hammer! Well, I'll tell you what, Mo just found the right side of EC's defense wide open, went right for it. Boy, that was a good strike by Mo. Callie Bunting, the junior, checking in for EC. Riley with another serve. 65 devices logged in. We thank you guys for watching us here on Mule Nation. Riley with the serve, and that one's going to let it go. Bunting does, and wisely let that one go out. 6-4. By the way, the EC student cheering section right there on the north end of the bleachers on the opposite side.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure their student section actually outnumbers Fairfield's.
I can say that. Jenna Shaw, the freshman, will serve. I was impressed with Shaw last time here, Bob. Shaw with the serve. That one's deep, all off the hands of Emerson. And maybe should have hit off the stage and unable to. 7-4 EC with an early lead first set. Another serve upcoming for Shaw. This one served to the backfield right there by Mabes. Riley sets it this time over to Emerson. Blocked right there by EC. And they're going to give it to EC the point. The point EC 8-4. Edwards County, they start off on a 4-0 run. They lead by 4, 8-4. First set, varsity action. Serve again from Shaw off the hands of Mabry. And a point for EC, lead by 5. Well, they've come up with some fire here. And timeout on the floor, Chet Snyder. We'll take a timeout as well here on Mule Nation, powered by RJ Marketing.
It's no secret that rates are on the rise. If you're ready to purchase a home or looking to refinance and lock in your rate, now is the time. Hi, this is Michelle Garner, branch manager of the Fairfield Banking Company. We offer a wide variety of products to fit your needs, from little money down to getting a fixed rate. We're here to help you every step of the way so that you can get onto those big decisions, like where to put your sofa. Stop by and discuss your needs with one of our mortgage lenders today. The Fairfield Banking Company, we're the hometown banks, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Back here at the Mule Barn, 9-4, Edwards County with the lead over Fairfield. I'm Derek Dunn, Bob Ellis alongside Bob. Edwards County started off the game on a 4-0 run.
Yeah, Edwards County is doing amazing this game. You can tell they are hungry for this win. It probably helps having this big of a fan base here cheering them on too.
Yeah.
The energy is here for Edwards County.
Fairfield looking to try to turn the tide back in their favor. There's a serve on the way from EC. Fielded over there by Mabes. Riley bumps it up high over to Mo on the attack. Blocked right there by EC by way of McCarty. Boy, McCarty providing some length down there on that front line. 10-4. Edwards County leading by 6 first set. Another serve on the way from Edwards County off the hands of Mabes. Quick striker there by EC. Nice job there by Corey. Emerson just bumps it right back over. Lions set it up this time. They're going to the outside by way of Bishop. And a strike.
What a kill from Bishop.
Grace Bishop, the sophomore. What a great multi-sport athlete.
Yeah, Edwards County is on fire here this game. They came prepared for this.
Another serve on the way. This one's fielded off the hands of Sutton. Riley sets it up this time. Over to Mo on the attack. And Edwards County having some trouble. They bump it right back over.
Yeah, good save there from the Lions.
Best over to Robbins with a one-handed tap. Kelsey hits it up high. Over to Bishop again off the attack. Off of the rafters that time. Emerson hits it. Good little volley here. Nice block right there by the Lady Mules. Edwards County by way of Bishop. Little tap right over off the hands of Sutton. Riley diving, unable to hit it up high. And a point for EC. 12-4, they lead by 8. Wow. A good volley between those two that time, and EC won that one. There's another serve on the way from Edwards County. Off the hands of Mo. Off the basketball goal in the upright. And a point for Edwards County. They lead by 9. My goodness. A timeout, Chet Snyder again.
Wow.
13-4. Edwards County leading Fairfield. First set varsity play here on Mule Nation, powered by RJ Marketing.
Christy and the girls at Carnaby Square want to wish the Mules all the best this year. Located at 115 East Main in Fairfield, Carnaby is your home for famous Maker Boutique brand clothing and Brighton jewelry and accessories, and is known for its personal service. Check out their Facebook page for Christy's weekly Thursday morning videos featuring all the new deliveries. Open 9 to 5 Monday through Saturday with extended hours till 7 on Thursday. It's the little boutique with the big inventory. Carnaby Square in downtown Fairfield.
Did you know Wabash General Hospital offers spinal care? Dr. Weinseveld provides minimally invasive orthopedic.
Back here at the Mule Barn, 13-4. Edwards County leading Fairfield. First set varsity action. Edwards County has gone off to a fiery start. And I'll tell you what, I don't think the Albion Fire Department can put them out the way they've been rolling. There's a serve right there from EC. Mabry Ellis fields the serve over to Mo, and that ball spinning right there on the net. Able to come right back over. Good recovery right there by EC. Little swing shot by way of Riley, and a point for Fairfield. Violation on Edwards County. Fairfield needed that point for sure.
Yeah, hopefully get some momentum back for the Mules, as the Lions are doing incredible here at the start of this first set.
79 devices logged in. We thank you guys for watching us here on Mule Nation. Greatly appreciate it. Catherine Newman will serve for Fairfield. We'll name her Christina Copeland Country Financial Player of the Game following this one. There's a serve away from Catherine. Fielder right there by Kelsey. Edwards County on the attack. Nice block right there as McCarty was on the attack. They decided to go over to Bishop. Bishop off the hands of the Lady Mules. That's in, Bob. Yep.
As Derek said, thanks everyone for being here. If you are watching from Edwards County, shout out to you guys. Appreciate you being here.
Now it's 84 devices, 14-5. Edwards County leading by 9.
Also, live chat is open, so be sure and comment. Let us know who you're rooting for here tonight.
Absolutely.
Where you're watching from.
Yeah, we'd love to hear from you. Up and right back is Turner. Edwards County sets up this time. Off the hands of Mabry. And a point for Edwards County, 15-5. Boy, what a start for EC. Pink up night volley for the Cure here. They've come out on fire. Serve on the way off the hands of Mabry. Riley sets it this time. Over to Turner. Nice over there by Riley. Able to save that one off the ground. And Emerson bumps it right back over. EC setting up this time over to Bishop. And that one is, it's going to be a point for EC. I'll tell you, Bishop is the real deal. Great multi-sport athlete for Edwards County. Also a good basketball player. And McCarty serves into the net. Kelsey will check back in. 16-6. Fairfield trailing by 10. First set, Anthony saying go Cat. Talking about Catherine Newman there. Emerson Robbins will serve. Fairfield needs to get on a run here of their own. Server there from Emerson. That one just tickled the net barely. Hit over by way of EC Mabry. Over to Emerson. And back over by way of Turner. Edwards County having some trouble. They hit right back over by way of Kelsey. Mabry sets it this time over to Riley. Kinsey on the attack. Over the hands of Kelsey. And a point for Fairfield. Great job by Kinsey. Maddie Howd. I remember Maddie. Covered her a few years ago. Go EC.
Thanks for watching, Maddie. Appreciate you being here.
Maddie was a good athlete. Enjoyed her watching playing basketball. She was a tough, scrappy guard. And an ace. No, it's not an ace. Edwards County able to dig that one out.
There you go.
I thought it hit the ground.
That's going to be a point for the Lions.
Wow.
Amazing save there from him.
I'll tell you what, Bob, I thought that ball hit the ground. That was that close. 17-7, Edwards County leading by 10. There's a serve on the way. Fielded right there by Moe. They go over to Redwards this time. Kinsey on the attack and a point for Kinsey. Kinsey, the team leader and blocks this season for the Lady Mules. And now Ava Best will serve. First time we've seen Ava serving tonight. Carries the best serving percentage of the team. Ava with the serve. Fielded right there by Kelsey. Edwards County sets up this time over to Bishop. Off the hands of Moe. Best sets up this time over to Atwood. Gracie Atwood that time. Best over to Riley. Riley, little swing shot. One-handed by way of Kelsey. EC having some trouble. They bump it right back over. Nice recovery by Edwards County. Best over to Edwards. Ball being batted around. They go over to Bishop. Blocked there by Lady Mules and a point for Edwards County.
Net violation there.
18-8.
Got Anthony Root saying go Cat.
Gonna wipe some perspiration off the floor. 18-8, Edwards County leading by 10. First set varsity action.
Bishop with the serve there.
Yeah, thank you for that, Bob. I was wondering who that was. Kind of hard to see the numbers that far away. White on pink. Nice blocking right there. Turner.
Yeah. Nelson with that block there.
Over to Atwood. That one's dug far deep. Edwards County can't recover. A point for the Lady Mules.
Good effort from him there.
Yeah, good effort by EC trying to dig that one out. 18-9. Fairfield down by 9. Mabry Ellis with the serve. Libero for the Lady Mules. One of 4 seniors, one of 4 captains. This one's served right there off the hands of Kelsey. Edwards got set this time over to Bishop on the attack. That one's high and long. 18-10. Still got plenty of game left here. We'll see the Lady Mules score on big runs. Mabry with another serve. This one's fielded right there by the Lady Lions. They set up this time. What a strike that was. That was Jenna Shaw on the attack. Wow. That was a laser from Shaw. And Kelsey will serve. Shaw, by the way, the lone freshman on the varsity roster. There's a serve right there from Kelsey. That one's a booming one over to Atwood. And over to Clark, and one hands out into the net. 19-10. Make it be 20-10. Edwards County's doubled up their lead. First set.
Wow. Lydia Kelsey here again with the serve.
And Bob, she started the serving too.
Yeah.
There's a serve from Kelsey on the way. Fielded right there by Mabes. Best over to Riley with the strike.
Riley Edwards with the kill. Point. Lady Mules.
We talk about Emerson hammering the ball. Oh, Riley certainly could do that too. 20-11. Lady Mules lead by 9. Corey Sutton will serve. Sutton with the serve. This one's fielded right there in the back by Edwards County. They go on attack by way of McCarty. Little tap right up high. Riley sets up this time over to Mo. Blocked right there by McCarty again. They bump it right back over. Kelsey. They set up this and blocked right there by Emerson. Ball goes right over the net. McCarty and a point for who? For Fairfield. Okay.
Point. Lady Mules.
I was kind of enjoying that back and forth tapping action right there at the net.
Yeah, no, it's going good. Edwards County doing a pretty good job, though, of blocking Emerson Robbins' hits.
And, Bob, that's a good point. The blocking for EC much better this game as opposed to the last time these two teams met.
Yeah, definitely.
McCarty over at Bishop. And we got a point for Edwards County. Across the divisional line, Fairfield did. 21-12. I think Ewing just checked in, I think. It got hard to see the numbers out there a little bit. It can be. Kaysen Nelson will serve. A serve on the way from Nelson. This one fielded right there by Mo. Riley sets up this time over to Mo on the attack, and a point for Mo. Well, we saw the Lady Mules do against Carmine. They went to Mo quite a bit. He may have to go for Mo. By the way, 104 devices logged in. Thanks very much for watching us. We greatly appreciate it.
Yeah, once again, live chat is open. Be sure and leave us a comment. Let us know who you're cheering for and where you're watching from.
Riley with the serve. Fielded right there by EC. Nelson. And this one is fielded right there by Riley. And Mo on the attack from the volleyball 3-meter line off the hands of Nelson. This time looking over to Kelsey on the attack. Kelsey one-hands this one. Mabry diving. Riley sends it this time over to Mo. And a point for Mo. And Mo swinging down the hammer. 21-14. Fairfield trailing by 7. Trying to dig themselves out of this hole here early. Riley with the serve. This one, nice serve right there. Fielded right by Nelson. On the attack this time are the Lady Lions. Nice job right there by Riley covering that one up. Emerson push hit. Lady Lions set up this time by way of McCarty. Over to Riley, little swing shot, and a point for Emerson and Lady Mules.
Mules starting to play some catch-up here, getting these points back.
Timeout, Edwards County. We'll take a timeout as well, 21-15. Edwards County leading Fairfield first set here on Mule Nation, powered by RJ Marketing.
If you're craving pizza, DiMaggio's Pizza and Pasta in Fairfield is what you're looking for because pizza is their passion. But DiMaggio's also has some of the best pastas, soups, salads, and sandwiches around. Open 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. Tuesday through Friday and 4 to 9 p.m. on Saturday and Sunday for dine-in, carry-out, or delivery. Order online now at DiMaggios.pizza. Call 842-7631 or download the app available in the App Store. DiMaggio's Pizza and Pasta, 1312 West Main Street in Fairfield.
Back here at the Mule Barn, 21-15. As Edwards County leading Fairfield, first set of varsity play. Bob, the Lady Mules started to claw right back into it, but boy, this first set, EC, they have just been rolling here.
Yeah,
And,
Edwards County is doing some amazing things here tonight, and I'm enjoying watching this game.
Volley for the Cure Pink out night. These two teams meet, throw their records out the window.
Yeah, got an incredible crowd out here too.
Yeah.
For Edwards County.
All right, EC, Kelsey just one-hands it right back over to Best. Riley sets it this time over to Mo, and that one's long and a point for Edwards County. I think Mo probably thought there was some contact there.
Again, I want to note one big player from Edwards County missing, Emmy Goring.
Yeah, that's true.
She, I believe, tore her ACL playing this summer, so she's out for the season. She was a big player last year for Edwards County, but she is out this season.
Added some length to Edwards County. A tall player, Goring
Yeah.
is. Remember watching her play last year. Bishop on the attack. Wow, that went right by Sutton.
Bishop has had some really good kills this game.
23-15. And, Bob, we saw Bishop didn't have the best game last time over at Albion. But, boy, this is much different. Grace Bishop here tonight. There's a serve on the way from EC. Riley sets up this time over to Mo. Oh, and a point for Emerson.
Lions only need 2 more points to win out this set here tonight.
By the way, someone asked what was the record. Fairfield 24-2 overall. Edwards County 16-10 overall. Those are the records, by the way. There's a serve on the way from Newman. Fielded right there by Nelson. They're going to go to Nelson this time off the attack. Goes up high. They said this time. Over to Ewing, that is. Push it right there by Riley. Fielded right there by Kelsey. They said this time over to McCarty, and a point for McCarty. 24-16. Game point here for this first set. Substitutions here, and I think, okay, McCarty's going to be serving. Grace McCarty. Okay, so Grace will serve. 24-16. Edwards County on the verge of winning this first set. This one's fielded right there by Robbins. Riley sets up this time. Over to Turner that time. This one's hit over, and it's going to stay in. A point for Edwards County. They win the first set, 25-16. 25-16, Edwards County wins the first set. We're going to the second set here on Mule Nation, powered by RJ Marketing.
The Wayne County CEO presents The Trail of Torture. This new haunted trail experience is sure to fill your need for fright. Travel into our haunted campground to seek out spine-chilling thrills. We also have an array of concessions to help fill your need for fear and food. We will also be selling our delicious s'mores kits that you can cook over one of our mini bonfires at the trail. Open only October 28th from 8 p.m. to midnight. You won't want to miss out on this frightfully fun night of terror at the Wayne County CEO's Trail of Torture.
Looking for a place to hold that next birthday party or a place to hold indoor practices? Look no further than the Carter Sports Academy on Williamson Drive in Fairfield. Give them a call at 618-842-2022 to check on availabilities. The good folks at the Carter Sports Academy are a proud sponsor of Mule Nation and want to wish the Mules good luck this season.
Ready to purchase the home of your dreams? People's National Bank is here to help you reach that dream. People's National Bank makes it easy to apply for a home loan online at peoplesnationalbank.com. With a wide variety of mortgage loan products, we have the right loan for you, whatever your needs are. Hi, this is Sarah Zonders, mortgage lender with People's National Bank in Fairfield. Give me a call or apply online today to get started. People's National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Cornerstone Community Church at the corner of First and Delaware in Fairfield invites you to join them for morning worship each and every Sunday. Services start each Sunday with Sunday school at 9 and morning worship at 10. Pastor Melissa Garrison will focus her messages on power during the month of October with sermons on the power of words and the power of prayer. The church will also host a trunk or treat event beginning at 5 p.m. October 29th in the church parking lot. Come catch the Spirit at Cornerstone Community Church in Fairfield. Mules Volleyball is brought to you by Black's Flowers and Gifts, Carnaby Square, Carter Trucking, Carter Turf and Tractor, Christina Copeland Country Financial, the Conard Financial Group, Cornerstone Community Church, DiMaggio's Pizza and Pasta, Eagle Supply, Fairfield Banking Company, FNB Community Bank, Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler, Napa Auto Parts of Fairfield, People's National Bank, RJ on Main, Rush Appliance and Furniture, Southern Illinois Whitetail Connection, Vaughn's Tire, Wabash General Hospital, Walters Buildings, the Wayne County Farm Bureau, and the Wayne County Health Department.
Back here at the Mule Barn, I'm Derek Dunn. Bob Ellis alongside Grady Smooth Operator Simpson on the camera. As right now we enter the second set. Bob, we saw the Lady Lions win the first set.
Yeah,
25-16.
Lady Lions played an incredible game. Got a couple more comments from the live chat too. Claire Vaughn saying, "Let's go Lady Mules," and then Maddie Hout saying, "Great kill, Grace," and I cannot agree with you more on that, Maddie.
Yeah.
Grace had some amazing kills out there in this set. One thing I was talking to Derek about, seems like no matter what sport she plays, like she is just really good. She does an amazing job out there. So shout out to Grace Bishop. I mean, she's having a good game for the Lions. They all are out there, both teams.
Bob, we've covered a lot of Lady Mules volleyball this season. That's probably, out of all the opposing teams I've seen, that's the most fiery start from any opposing team I have seen as of late here this season.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the Lions, they wanted that win so bad, and they got it. I mean, they fought for that win. It was a really good set to watch.
Gives some momentum here. By the way, Riley with the point that time, 1-0 Lady Mules. Opposite of what we saw back in the last set where Edwards County won 4-0. Oh, and a point for EC right there.
Point, Edwards County.
That can be 1-1. Cassie Nelson, the coach of Edwards County. There's Lydia Kelsey, the senior, will serve. Started the serving here for Edwards County back in that first set. That one tickled the twine right there. Ava Best sets up this time over to Turner. Edwards County fields this one. Hit back way over to Kelsey. That was off of the hands, by the way, of Best. It goes down and gets up slowly. 2-1. Nelson with another serve. This one goes right over by way of Atwood. And McCarty with a quick strike, but into the net. So McCarty had some dandy blocks back in that first set and some quick points as well. 2-2 knotted up here. Second set varsity play. And there's Mabry Ellis will serve. Mabry with a nice, into the net. 3-2. Now we have Kaysen Nelson, the senior, will serve. I think Nelson's been there forever. Serve on the way. That one's long and high. CG saying Edwards County playing really well. I think Lady Mules will step up and get the win, though. Yeah, CG, I'll tell you what, I think that, and you know, when you lose that first set like what Fairfield did, I think it probably woke him up. We'll see. We'll see how both coaches, in terms of their strategy, see what they do here for the second set.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what's going to happen here in this next set.
Blocked right there by Robbins. A point for EC, 4-3.
Yeah, wasn't quite able to get that block there.
Yeah, ball just didn't go right over the net. Jenna Shaw, the freshman, will serve. Doesn't play like a freshman. Shaw serve fielder right there by Ellis. Riley sets up this time over to Mo on the attack.
Oh.
On the hands of Kelsey somehow. Yeah. And over to Riley, swing shot over. AC able, can he recover?
Lydia Kelsey's doing awesome out there. That was good.
Best over to Mo. I agree with that, Bob. This one's a hit. Goes up high. Clark, good volley here so far. Bishop on the attack over the hands of Mabry. Goes up high. Mabry just bumps it right back over. Kelsey. This time over to Bishop again. Blocked right there by Lady Mules. Good dig right there by Bass.
What a volley here.
Over to Emerson. Fiddle right there by Kelsey. And there's Bishop again off the hands of Newman and a blast from Bishop.
Lydia Kelsey and Grace Bishop both, I mean, they were working hard for that. That was good teamwork all together on Edwards County, but that was a really good point there from Bishop. And Lydia Kelsey just kept that volley going for Edwards County.
I agree with that, Bob. Let's talk about Kelsey. Kind of like the heart and soul of this EC team.
Yeah, one of the only seniors out there. There's also Zori.
Yeah.
Is she a junior or a senior? I forget.
Zori, she's a senior.
Senior, okay. I couldn't remember. I get confused.
That's an ace for Edwards County. 6-3, they double up their lead here. Another serve on the way from EC. Fielded right there by Best. Riley bumps this one up high over to Emerson on the attack over the hands of Kelsey. And a point for Fairfield. They needed that one. Kathy saying, let's go Lady Mules, win these next two. And Riley Edwards will serve. Riley with the serve. This one's fielded right there in the back row by way of Bunting. They set it this time over to McCarty. That's actually by way of viewing, my mistake. And now tap right there by Mo.
Wow, good save there from Nelson.
And Kelsey as well. Edwards over to Mo on the hammer. Blocked right there.
That tall front line for Edwards County. You got Zori Ewing and Grace McCarty.
Yeah. 7-4. Boy, I tell you what. This is incredible. And now Grace McCarty, speaking to her, she'll be serving. Serve on the way, tickles the twine. Mabry, ball hits up high. Best manages to get it right over. They set it by way of attack, by way of Bishop. Blocked right there. And Everett's guy somehow gets it, and a point for Fairfield.
Point, Lady Mules.
Kinsey Turner will check in for Mabry Ellis. Also, Corey Sutton will serve. 7-5, Fairfield trailing by 2. 117 devices logged in by way of name of Christina Copeland, Country Financial Player of the Game following this. Also have a word with Coach Chet Snyder. A ball veering over to the right, still managed to stay in. On the attack that time was Grayson Sledge, the junior. Didn't quite get it over the net, so a point for Fairfield. 7-6, Fairfield down by 1, second set. Edwards County won the first set if you just joined us.
Apologize for any Mules people or Fairfield people watching if I start to cheer for the wrong team. Game like this can be hard for me being from Edwards County, so I do apologize for that.
That's all right, Bob. Hey, hometown pride.
Yeah.
There's a blast from Mo.
There we go.
And a point and a kill for Mo.
Try to be equal for both sides here tonight.
Well, Corey Sutton will serve again. Emerson with the blast on the right front side that time, 7-all.
Trevor Bradley saying, watching from Charleston, let's go number 10.
Mains Riley. Blast with Bishop.
Whoa.
Whoa. That's a point for Fairfield.
Also got Kathy Feely saying, let's go Lady Mules, win these next two.
That was a blast right over there. And 8-7. Fairfield with the 1-point lead now, second set. Sutton with the serve. Edwards County having a little bit of trouble. They're able to hit it over by way of Kelsey. This time, over to Mo with the blast.
Whoa.
Oh my goodness, Emerson Robbins.
Bounced off Lydia and then over to Casey Nelson.
9-7, Fairfield leading by 2. Went to Emerson the past couple of times there for offense. And Edwards County won that first set early, 25-16. Lady Mules looking to win this second set. Edwards County looking to win this 1 and 2. This one's hit up high by way of Riley, and Ava just one-hands it right back over. Edwards County, they set it this time over to Bishop on the attack, and that one's in, and a point for EC. And right by Sutton. Lenny Clark will check in for Sutton. Well, actually, I think that Mabry back out there. 9-8, Fairfield leading by 1.
So Alice Robb with the serve there.
Thank you, Bob. Appreciate that. Mo with a blast!
In that left corner there.
Bob, where's my radar gun at?
Yeah.
That was a blast from Mo.
Alice Robb and Kelly Bunning over in that corner. You couldn't get there in time. It went so fast.
Well, I'll tell you, one thing about Mo, though, she has really added strength. It's really tacked on muscle.
Yeah.
Did that in the offseason. That way she can hit the ball harder and faster. We've seen it already plenty of times this season from Mo. 10-8. I think maybe that ball may have a flat. I don't know. Gonna trade balls here. They have a flat. I don't know. But Dave Sands, the official, kind of laughing about it a little bit down there. I've known Dave for years. Mo with the serve. Nice serve right there by Mo. Edwards County fields it. They go by way of Bishop. Off the hands of right. Kinsey able to lift this one up high. Over to Atwood.
Oh, that's in.
And a point for Gracie. A touch of Grace. Gracie Atwood. Fairfield with their biggest lead of the second set by 3. 11-8. And Emerson with another serve. I hope my voice don't give out here tonight like it did down there at Carmi a couple of weeks ago. Then a dandy. Emerson with a serve. And a point for Fairfield. 12-8. And Mo with another serve. Mo with a couple of good serves here toward the back. Another serve. And that one just tickles the twine. Fielded right there by Kelsey. On the attack that time are the Lions. Atwood with a kill attempt. Dug out by EC. Maves hits this one up high. Over to Atwood again. Edwards County sets up this time. Over to Bishop. That one was long. Long and high. And timeout, Edwards County. We'll take a timeout as well. Fairfield leading EC 13-8, second set here on Mule Nation, powered by RJ Marketing.
RJ on Main, Fairfield's newest event venue. Located at 200 East Main in downtown Fairfield. With tables and chairs for up to 60 people, free Wi-Fi, an open floor plan, full kitchen, full bath, and lots of new updates, while keeping the building's historical charm. RJ on Main is the perfect place for your next event. Contact RJ on Main today by calling 618-315-3611 or book online at raylanjames.com/RJ on Main.
Back here at the Mule Barn, 13-8, as Fairfield leading Edwards County. Biggest lead for the Lady Mules in this second set here. Lost the first set to Edwards County. Fairfield looking to win this second set, while EC looking to win this one in two. Emerson Robbins with another serve. Emerson's got a serve here the past few times. Edwards County on the attack. Blocked right there by the Lady Mules. Oh, Kenzie Turner, Gracie Atwood, the two sophomores down there. Good blocking by those two. 14-8, second set. Emerson with another serve. That one's long and high. Good little serving run right there by Mo. 123 devices logged in. We thank you guys for watching our live stream here. Really appreciate it. Again, 14-9. And Grace Bishop with the serve. That one's deep. Fielded right there by Robbins. Riley sets up this time. Over to Best. Over the hands of Kelsey. This one hitting toward the back. And EC just bumps it right back over. Robbins passing it over to Edwards. Edwards over to Turner. And dug out right there by Kelsey. Boy, it seems like Kelsey's everywhere tonight. Best over to Atwood. And that's a point for Fairfield and Gracie Atwood. A touch of grace from Gracie, 15-9. And Ava Best will serve. Ava, the junior, stepping up big here with the serve. This one's fielded right there. And an ace! 16-9, Lady Mules lead by 7. Playing much better here in this second set. Another serve from Ava. This one carries over, hit up high by Kelsey. They go over on the attack to Bishop off the hands of Mo. This one hit up high into the rafters, comes back down. Oh, and Mo and Riley collide. They get back up here quickly. Blocked right there by Riley and Kinsey as they block the attack from Shaw. Keith saying, "Go Mules," watching from row 5. Hi, Keith. Good to see you here tonight. Hope you and Dina doing great. Lady Lions having some trouble. 17-9. Lady Mules lead by 8. Gracie on the attack. Hit up high by way of Ellis. Ava sets it this time over to Mo for the 5-3-meter line. This was dug out by EC. They go over. Blocked right there at the net. Another block right there. Fairfield just taps it right over by way of Atwood on the attack. Edwards got in some trouble. A point for Fairfield. Boy, Lady Mules lead by 9. Their biggest lead of the night. Playing much better here in this second set. So Fairfield's in sync, it seems like. Ava with the serve, fielder right there in the back row. Edwards County on the attack by way of Bishop. The volleyball 3-meter line. Grace Bishop. Travis saying, "Let's go, Riley Cade." Hi, Travis. And Lydia Kelsey will serve, 18-10.
Seen some good stuff from Kelsey here tonight.
Yeah, Kelsey's been huge for EC.
Good block there from McCarty.
And I tell you what, Bob, McCarty, only a sophomore, can grow a little bit more as well.
Yeah, she's got that height, and it's really showing on that front line there. She's been doing good with the blocking tonight.
Those height and long arms. 18-11, Lady Mules lead by 7. This game is far from over. Over the hands of Atwood. This one's dug out deep and a point!
That left corner there. have an amazing, amazing crowd here in the gym and an amazing crowd on the stream.
Boy, Riley Edwards, that's a huge point right there in that corner. 19-11, coming down the home stretch here for the Lady Mules in this second set.
Edwards County got that one in that first set, though, so if the Mules do get this win in the second set, we'll be going on to set 3 tonight.
There's been a lot of good dandy volleyball being played here. That one veers out.
It's not too often you see the Mules have a 3-set game.
A timeout, Edwards County. We'll take a timeout as well here. 20-11, Lady Mules lead EC in second set here on Mule Nation, powered by RJ Marketing.
Members of the Wayne County Farm Bureau are eligible for a $500 special offer on Ford trucks, up to a 20% discount at popular hotels, up to a 40% discount on HP computers, up to a 40% discount on Frigidaire, and over 30% discount on AMC movie tickets, up to $30 off tickets to Holiday World, and a whole lot more. Discounts are subject to change. Become a member of the Wayne County Farm Bureau today. Go to WayneCFB.com/membership and learn more. The Wayne County Farm Bureau, a membership that means something.
Back here at the Mule Barn, 22-11, Fairfield leading Edwards County by 9, second set. Could see 3 sets here. By the way, Edwards County cheering section on the north end, Fairfield cheering section in terms of students-wise on the south end of the bleachers there. Mabry Ellis will serve for Fairfield. Mabes with the serve. This one's fielded deep right there by the Lady Lions. They hit it right back over. Good blocking right there. Riley and Laney down there. I think the ball went right into the net. So those two were ready to try to block that ball at the net. 21-11. Lady Mules lead by 10. And Mabry with another serve. Ellis with the serve on the way. Fielded right there in the back by EC. They set this time over to McCarty. Blocked right there by the Lady Mules by way of Atwood. Boy, Atwood's had a huge game tonight. Kelsey. Then right there by Best. They go over to Riley this time. Mo with a hammer and a point to Mikhail Emerson Robbins. 22-11. Mabry with another serve upcoming. Mabes have been known to go on serving runs. Another serve from Mabry. This one carries right over. Lions on the attack by way of McCarty. Little tap over this time. Nice hustle right there by Mabry. Blocked right there by Mabry. Oh, and I'm able to get it that time.
That'll be a point for the Lions.
As Atwood comes down. Atwood all right. She's laughing about it. Boy, Gracie's been huge tonight. Have our Christina Copeland Country Financial Player of the Game following this one. We'll announce that. Kaysen Nelson will serve for EC. I think there's something going on here. Oh, we got a little bracelet or something off the floor.
I think something out of someone's hair would be my guess.
Oh, okay.
Could be a bracelet, though. I don't know. It's hard to tell from here.
It is pink out night here.
Yeah.
It was pink. That's all I know. Ava, a little tap right over by way of Clark. And a point. Yep, violation. So a point for EC. Down by 9. Mary saying, watching from Main Street Racetrack. Let's go, Lady Mules. Serve on the way from Nelson. Oh, off the hands of Robinson Ace.
Robin's not quite able to dig that one out.
EC trying to mount a comeback here. Nelson with another serve on the way. This one fielded right there by Mo this time. And a hammer, a strike by McCarty. 22-15. Lady Mules lead by 7. Edwards kind of nipping at their heels a little bit. Another serve on the way from Nelson. This one's fielded right there by Ellis. Ava sets up this time. Over to Kinsey Turner and a point of Riley. Riley.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's Riley there.
I thought it was Kinsey for some reason. I don't know why. Anyway, I think the coffee's wearing off. Catherine Newman will serve. 23-15. Lady Mules 2 points away from winning the second set. Moving on to a third set. Newman with the serve. This one's fielded right there by Kelsey. They go over by way of the attack and off the hands of Mo. And Shaw was on the attack that time. Good blocking attempt right there by Mo, and ball just veered out. 23-16. Serve on the way from EC. Fielded right there by Best. Riley hits this one over to Mo. Blocked her there at the net that time. Good job right there by Mo. And a point for Edwards County.
Edwards County on a run here right now, trying to catch up at the end of this game.
Bob, they've been playing very well here for the past couple of minutes.
Yeah, they definitely have been. They're doing good. 23-17 now.
Another serve on the way. Hit up high by way of Mo. Off the basketball upright. Good job by Mabry, keeping it under control. Bit right in the back. Goes EC, and Bishop on the attack. Blocked right there by Lady Mules, and a point for EC.
Yeah, Shaw to Nelson, and then Bishop hits it over.
23-18. EC down by 5. Another serve on the way. This one carries over by way of Mo. Mabry hits it this time, and Mo just bumps it right back over. EC, they set it this time. They're going over to Bishop. Bishop, a little tap right over. Filtered right there by Best. Riley this time over to Mo. And a hammer strike by Mo.
Good hit there from her.
Game point for Fairfield. Bunting, Callie Bunting checks in. And Riley Edwards will serve. So Riley serving has come up big in some key games this season. Riley with the serve. So it carries over EC. They field it. This time they're on attack by way of Bishop. Off the hands of Riley. Mabry bumps it right over to Best. On the attack. Fielded right there by Kelsey. They go over this time by way of Ewing, and a point for Zori Ewing, the senior. 24-19. As Edwards County gets the ball right back. And McCarty will serve. Well, McCarty's had a good game tonight. Serve on the way. Fielded right there by Mabry. This one's hit up high. Riley sets it this time. Over to Mo. Edwards County. And they hit it by way of Bishop. A little push hit. That one just tickled the net. As they save it. Emerson. They send this time over to Ewing on the attack. Over the hands of Newman. Edwards sends this time over to Mo with a blast and a point to the kill. Emerson Robbins. 25-19. Lady Mules win the second set. We go to a third set. 25-19 again, a final here from Fairfield. That second set they win. We go to the third set here on Mule Nation, powered by RJ Marketing.
Whether you're in the oil field, the farm field, or working on a backyard project right here in Fairfield, Eagle Supply can and will do what it takes to make it a success. Located at 1108 South 1st Street, Eagle Supply has the belts, hoses, or fittings you might need for the job you're doing. They also carry stainless and structural steel, hardware of any type, and parts for Fairbanks engines. Eagle Supply is open 7:30 to 4:30 Monday through Friday and Saturdays by appointment. When you're looking to build, deciding what company to build with is just as important as deciding what to build. Whether it's a pole shed in your backyard, a steel building for your business, or a timber frame home, Walters Buildings wants to be a partner for your building project. Walters Buildings only uses the highest quality materials and the most skilled craftsmen in the industry to construct your building. Contact your area Walters Building representative at waltersbuildings.com. Build with confidence. Build with Walters. Family owned since 1958. When you think of Vaughn's Tire in Fairfield, you naturally think of tires. Well, that's not all they do. Vaughn's Tire is your one-stop shop for automotive repairs and maintenance, including oil changes, alignments, exhaust, diagnostics, and accessories for both cars and trucks. Give Stephen and Jesse Vaughn and the crew at Vaughn's Tire a call today at 618-842-2422 to schedule your appointment. Open 7 to 5 Monday through Friday and 8 to noon on Saturday. That's Vaughn's Tire, 1000 South 1st Street in Fairfield. Mules Volleyball is brought to you by Black's Flowers and Gifts, Carnaby Square, Carter Trucking, Carter Turf and Tractor, Christina Copeland Country Financial, the Conard Financial Group, Cornerstone Community Church, DiMaggio's Pizza and Pasta, Eagle Supply, Fairfield Banking Company, FNB Community Bank, Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler, Napa Auto Parts of Fairfield, People's National Bank, RJ on Main, Rush Appliance and Furniture, Southern Illinois Whitetail Connection, Vaughn's Tire, Wabash General Hospital, Walters Buildings, the Wayne County Farm Bureau, and the Wayne County Health Department.
Back here at the Mule Barn, Well, we're going to the third set between Fairfield and Edwards County. I'm Derek Dunn. Bob Ellis alongside Grady Smooth Operator Simpson. Man, the camera. Bob, we've seen some great volleyball here tonight from both teams. We saw, Edwards County win that first set 25-16. And then Fairfield won that second set 25-19. Now here we are in the third set, and we'll see which team comes out on top.
Yeah, Edwards County had a fantastic first set. I mean, they fought hard.
Yeah.
Seeing a lot of good things from everyone on the team. Grace Bishop having some really good kills. Lydia Kelsey doing some awesome things out there. There was a couple volleys where, she just saved the entire volley for Edwards County. It was impressive to see. And then on that front line, you got McCarty and Nelson working together well. With those blocks, they're doing a really good job at blocking tonight compared to what we saw in that last game we played against them.
We saw Fairfield get going in that second set. Emerson with some kills. Also saw Riley digging over the floor. Ava setting up. I thought Gracie Atwood shined in that second set. Really provided some kills and some clutch moments here. By the way, Fairfield again 24-2 overall, 7-0 in the Black Diamond. Edwards County 16-10 overall, 4-3 in the BDC. And here we go, third set. Ava Best with the serve. This one tickles the twine. Fielded right there by Kelsey. Edwards County on the attack by way of Bishop. Best this time over to Riley. Little tap and a point. Edwards County able to dig it out, and it goes out and a point for Fairfield. Maddie saying, cheering you on EC all the way from Arkansas. Maddie again commenting here on the live chat.
Yeah, thank you for being here.
Yeah. Been down to Arkansas a couple times. A beautiful state. And a point and a kill right there. That was from Bishop. 1-1. Grace Bishop, the sophomore. Great crowd here tonight on both sides. Great atmosphere. Volley for the cure, pink out night. Ava sending this time over to Mo for the volleyball 3-meter line. Edwards County able to hit this one. And a point and the kill. That was that time Jenna Shaw. Jenna Shaw, the freshman, stepping up right there with that kill. 2-1. Edwards County with the lead. With 142 devices logged in, we thank you guys for watching. Best over to Robbins. This one's high and it bounces in. EC thought it was going to go out. Lenny Clark checking in. Mabry Ellis will serve. By the way, any of these businesses you see during our live stream, please thank them. Rather appreciate each and every single one of these local businesses for stepping up and sponsoring and supporting Lady Mules Volleyball and Mule Nation. They set it up this time over to Ellis, fields that one. Best sets it this time over to Atwood. Trying to find the right angle. Good try there by Gracie. Mo fields the kill attempt. And Mo from the beyond the volleyball 3-meter line, dug up by EC. They go again to the outside and a point for Shaw.
Yeah, Shaw moved up to that front line there. Good kill from her.
Tell you what, Shaw only a freshman. A boy can really pound that ball from the outside.
Yeah, she just hit that one right in between everyone there.
Lydia Kelsey will serve again. Kelsey went on a serving run back in that first set. This time, Riley
really
Edwards.
Good tip over there from Riley Edwards. Goodness.
Good tap right there by Riley. And that whole left front on EC's side was wide open.
Yeah, she knew what she was doing when she did that.
All right. Serve on the way from Newman. Catherine Newman, that is. Blocked right there by Mo. Edwards going to attack. Good blocking right there by the Lady Mules. EC's going to reset. They go over to Shaw again.
Ooh, another good point there from Shaw. Seeing some good things from her here at the start of this third set.
I'll tell you what, Bub. When I saw Shaw's name on the varsity roster for EC for the first time, I wondered why, and now I know why.
She is a powerful force out there.
Doesn't play like a freshman at all. Kaysen Nelson will serve. Nelson goes over to Robbins. And Robbins just hits it right back over. Edwards County, they set it up. Kelsey. It's them on the attack by way of Shaw again from the left front side. Best over to Robbins on the kill attempt. That one goes up high and wide. High and long, I should say. 5-3, EC leading by 2. Nelson with another serve upcoming. Serve on the way from Nelson. This one tickles the net and ace.
Oh, they weren't expecting that one to make it over the net.
I wonder if it caught Ava off guard a little bit.
Yeah, I think it did.
Ball just kind of died right there after he hit the net.
Good serve there from Nelson.
Nelson could go on a serving run as well. Fiddled right there by Robbins that time. Riley, a little swing shot. Fiddled right there by Kelsey. They go on attack by way of Shaw again. Off of the hands of Newman. Best passing it over to Robbins. So that one was lightly hit over. It just crawled right over the net. The attack that time is Ewing. And a point for Edwards County. Edwards County leading by 4 in this third set, 7-3. Another serve on the way from Nelson off the hands of Ellis. And Lady Mules look a little confused out there. Chet may want to call a timeout. 8-3, EC leading by 5, and Chet does call a timeout. We'll take a timeout here in this third set. Again, Edwards County leading Fairfield 8-3 here on Mule Nation, powered by RJ Marketing.
Your locally owned Napa Auto Parts store in Fairfield is your source for quality automotive parts for your car or truck. From batteries, brakes, wipers, filters, headlights, and other parts, let Napa use their knowledge to help you find the right part to get your vehicle back on the road and the right accessories to make it look good. They also stock tools, equipment, and many other items for cars, heavy-duty trucks, boats, RVs, and tractors. Stop by at 123 West Delaware in Fairfield or call 618-842-9106.
All right, back here at the Mule Barn, 8-3 Edwards County leading Fairfield. Third set. Edwards County won the first set, 25-16. Fairfield won the second set, 25-19. They run the third set, EC with a 5-point lead. Serve on the way from Kason Nelson, who's been on a serving run a little bit. Riley this time over to Mo with a blast. Blocked right there by Ewing and McCarty. 9-3. Fairfield Edwards County leading by 6. Wow. Kind of shades what we saw back in that first set a little bit. Fairfield could use a stop here. Nelson with another serve. Off the hands of Best and ace, and I think that tickled the net too. Justin Townsend's going to hurry down there and get the ball before it goes over to the band room.
Edwards County with a 7-point lead here in this third set. That is huge for them. Nelson doing some amazing serving here.
I was going to say, Nelson on a roll. There's Nelson with another serve. Fielder right there that time by Newman. Riley this time over to Mo. Off the hands of Kelsey. This one hits up high. Over by way of McCarty. Old tap right over. Good hustle right there by Mabes. And that time Emerson on the kill attempt. Fielder right there by Kelsey. They go over to Shaw that time. Best hits this one up high over to Riley. A little swing shot off the hands of Kelsey. And Edwards County unable to save it. Good try right there by Ewing.
Yeah, Zori just ran after that, but just wasn't quite able to get there in time.
10-4. Lady Mules will get the ball back.
If you are watching, be sure and let us know in the comments who you think should get the Christina Copeland Country Financial Player of the Game for the Mules. Stay tuned. We'll be naming that at the end here.
Yeah. Riley Edwards with the serve. Riley's been known to go on serving runs as well. Nice dig right there by EC. They hit it right back over. Clark over to Edwards this time. Mo on the attack. Little tip shot right there. Dug up right there by Kelsey. Nice blocking right there by Fairfield, and a point for Edwards County. That time they slid Bishop over to the left front side. Something to monitor there. Serve on the way from Edwards County. Riley this time over to Mo. That was a blast from Mo. 11-5. Fairfield down by 6. Kenzie Turner checking in. Kenzie leading the team in blocks this season. Shined in the game against Carmi a couple of weeks ago. Corey Sutton with the serve. Serve from Corey. That one just barely right over the net. Ewing on the attack. Up high. Fairfield having some trouble. Can they get it over? And they do. Good dig right there by the Mules. McCarty hits this one. Over to Newman. Good hustle right there by Newman. Mo with a blast.
Out, yeah.
And long, yep. A little too long that time. 12-5. subs in here for Fairfield. Mabry checking back in. And Grace McCarty will serve. Grace is at a nice 9 here for EC. And it into the net. And I'll tell you what, Bob, Edwards County, their serving has been really on point here tonight. That's like, we haven't seen that very often from them.
Yeah, they are. I don't know. They must have practiced hard in between these games.
Yeah.
I mean, it's almost like you're seeing a whole different team playing Fairfield out here today. They're just doing incredible.
Much different team than what we saw a couple of weeks ago. Emerson with the serve that time. They go on attack by Bishop, and a block right there by Fairfield.
Yeah.
Kenzie Turner, Grace Bishop.
Good block there from the Fairfield front line.
2 sophomores, Gracie Atwood.
And if you're watching here tonibe, be sure to leave us a comment on live chat. Give you a shout out.
Mo Robbins with another serve. Emerson, Mo Robbins. Mo serves this one deep. Almost an ace, and it is an ace for Emerson. 12-8. Lady Mules down by 4. We're going to get another serve in for Mo. Mo did a good job serving back in that second set. Managed to have about maybe 5 serves. Third serve for Mo on the way. This one dug out right there by Kelsey. They set up this time. Riley hits this one up high over to Mabry. And Mo with a blast. Mabry hits this one over to Riley. Kenzie Turner. Everyone's going to have some trouble on a point for Kens. Kens using those long arms and her length to that advantage on the net. Fairfield chipping away. That's what you got to do when you're down. You got to keep chipping away. And Emerson with another serve into the net. 13-9.
Mules got some points back there, keeping it by 4 now, but Edwards County may be able to gain some more momentum now that they have the ball again. Serve from Alice Robb is good.
Over to Riley. This time Kinsey on the attack. Edwards County having a little bit of trouble, and they bump it right back over by way of Grayson Sledge, who just checked in. Riley swing shot, and Riley with the point. Seen that so many times from Riley over the years. Widen a gap in the middle. Riley's going to swing that ball right over. 13-10. Lady Mules trail by 3. Ava Best with the serve. Deep serve right there. Fielded right there by Kelsey. They go on the attack. This one's hit up high. Can they do it? No, because in the bleachers. A point for EC. 14-10. Third set. Varsity play. I believe this is Bishop, I think. Yeah, this is Bishop. Shaw is over on the left front on the outside this time. Okay.
Yeah, Bishop serving here.
One number apart. Kind of hard to tell sometimes.
Shaw, Sledge, and Nelson up front. Kelsey and Robb in the middle.
And Kens with a blast! Boy, Kenzie from the right front side. Much needed point right there. 14-11. Lady Mules trail by 3. Mabry Ellis will serve. Fairfield trying to go on a run of their own if they can. This one's filled in the back by way of Bishop. Shaw blocked right there by the Lady Mules. Kelsey hits this one up high. Off the hands of Mabes. Ava over to Atwood. A nice job right there by Riley. And a point for the Lady Mules. It bounced off the top of Shaw's head. Shaw was on the ground and it bounced off her head and went out of bounds. 14-12. Edwards County leading by 2, third set. Another serve on the way from Ava. This one filled in the back right there by EC. They go on the attack. Blocked her there by the Lady Mules. Right about the volleyball 3-meter line. Kelsey just bumps it right back over. Over to Mabry. This time, little tap right there by Riley Edwards. Oh, how big has Riley been?
Mules starting to make a good comeback here against Edwards County.
Lady
now
Mules
just down by 1.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Bob. Lady Mules keep chipping away here. And Mabry with another serve. There's a serve from Mabry. This one's fielded right there by Kelsey in the back. They go over to Nelson. And this one's hit off the hands of Lady Mules. I think that was Shaw on the attack. It was Shaw on the attack, the freshman. 15-13. And McCarty checks back in, adding some length for EC. And we got Lydia Kelsey will serve. There's a serve from Lydia. Fielded right there by Atwood. EC, they sub this time. They look over to the outside. Emerson hits this one up high, over to Best. This time Atwood on the attack, almost too high and long, and a point for Edwards County. Couldn't get it to drop in. 16-13, Edwards County leading by 3. Fairfield was down by 1 about a minute ago. Serve on the way from Kelsey. This one's fielded right there by Mabry. Ava sets up this time over to Riley. Dug out right there by Nelson. Edwards County attack blocked her there by the Lady Mules. Edwards County get it again. Another tap this time. Mo over to Best. Atwood hits this one. Edwards County fields it from the back. McCarty on the attack off the hands of Robbins. Good little volley there, and Clark just hits this one right back over to the back row. They set this time over to Bishop, and a point for Edwards County.
Edwards County getting some points back here again. That's like 3 or 4 in a row now.
That was actually Shaw, my mistake.
Yeah, Shaw's on fire here this set.
17-13, Edwards County leading by 4. Serve on the way from Kelsey. Dug up right there by Emerson. They go over to Atwood this time from the outside. And a point for Gracie. A touch of Grace.
Gracie Atwood with the kill. Point.
All needed that point for sure. And Catherine Newman will check in. Boy, great volleyball we're seeing here tonight. 163 devices logged in. We thank you guys. Newman with the serve. Fielded right there by Kelsey. They go on attack by way of Shaw. Blocked right there by Clark.
Good save there from Edwards County, though.
Over to Robbins. Tap and a point. Oh, whoa, there's a point. Edwards County. Okay, wow. 18-14. Coming down the home stretch of this third set. Right now we got Kaysen Nelson. Nelson with the serve. This one's served right there by Mabry. Fielded right there by Mabry, I should say. Mo misjudged that one. Now they could really get to it.
Lions going on a good point run here.
And timeout Chet Snyder, the Fairfield Lady Mules, 19-14. Edwards County leading Fairfield here on Mule Nation, powered by RJ Marketing.
At FNB, we believe in us. Not us the bank, us the farmers, us the families, us the community. That's why we continuously and proudly support, invest, and volunteer throughout our region. So whether you're from Fairfield, Wayne City, Grayville, or anywhere in between, you'll always find a friendly and helpful neighbor right here at home. FNB, banking, business, life, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Welcome back here to the Meal Bar. 19-14, Edwards County leading Fairfield in this third set. Edwards County won the first set. Fairfield won the second set. And here we are in the third set. Coming down the home stretch of this one. Fairfield could use a stop. Well, Edwards County would like to keep rolling with what they've been doing here.
Yeah, once again, Nelson with the serving here.
Nelson with the serve, fielded right there by Mabry. Riley sets it this time over to Mo. And that's a point right there and a kill for Mo. Would not be surprised if Fairfield were to go to Mo a lot more here coming down the stretch. 19-15. Fairfield trailing by 4. They cut within 1 a few minutes ago. Didn't quite tie it though. Kelsey fielding that serve. On attack is McCarty and a point.
Nice point there from Zori Ewing.
Oh, was Zori?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that
okay.
was, I believe that was Zori.
I thought it was McCarty. Okay, well, nonetheless, it was either one of those two. 20-15. Saw someone tall go up for the kill, so that one's a long serve, goes out. 20-16. And some substitutions here, looks like. Bunting checking in for EC. Sutton will serve. Fairfield looking to go on a run of their own here. Serve on the way from Corey. This one's fielded right there toward the right side. On the attack that time is Shaw. Off the hands of Sutton. That was going to go out. And a point for Edwards County. That was Bishop, my mistake. All right, McCarty will serve. 21-16. Lady Lions lead by 5. Serve on the way, a long serve. Wow, haven't seen that a whole lot here tonight. Seen that past couple of times for EC.
Lydia Kelsey's going to sub in for McCarty. Emerson Robbins going to serve here.
Yeah, 21-17. Serve on the way from Mo. Nice serve right there from Mo. Fielded right there by Kelsey. They go up this time over to Bishop. And that one's long and high, and a point for Fairfield. 21-18. Boy, what a barn burner it is here at the Mule Barn. And Emerson with another serve. Nice one served. Fielded right there by Bunting. They go on take by way of Bishop. Blocked in there by the Lady Mules. Edwards kind of trying to hit over, and they do. Riley hits this one up high over to Mabry. And Mo on the attack off the hands of Bunting.
Yeah, Callie Bunting was ready for that.
Kelsey one-hands this one over to Mo. Riley this time over to Mo. Volleyball 3-meter line off the hands of Kelsey. And Edwards having trouble. Points for Fairfield. And they cut it within 2, 21-19.
Mules starting to catch up here. They don't want Edwards County to win this.
Timeout, Edwards County.
I say we just keep it here. This has
Yeah.
been some exciting volleyball action here. Edwards County is fighting, and Fairfield is fighting back just as hard here. Game within 3 points of each other.
By the way, we'd like to mention we have a couple of live streams coming up for you tomorrow. Lady Mules Volleyball will be at El Dorado on the road. You and Grady are covering that one. And then tennis tomorrow at Lakeside. Should be good weather for it. Mark and Claire will be there for that one. It's a couple of live streams here on Mule Nation, so check that out tomorrow. For tennis, it's girls tennis. It is their senior night tonight. But boy, what a great volleyball action we've seen here tonight. Boy, I tell you what, kind of reminds me of Fairfield and Carmi a little bit, going back a couple of weeks ago. (21-19), Edwards County leading Fairfield. And EC won the first set, 25-16. Fairfield won the second set, 25-19, and both teams neck and neck here, battling each other here for the third set. Emerson Robbins will serve. Emerson's done a good job serving here tonight. Mo with the serve. Deep serve, fielded right there by Kelsey. They go on the attack by way of Bishop. And a point for Grace Bishop. Boy, I tell you what.
Powerful kill from Bishop.
She's had a monster night. 22-19. EC 3 points away from winning this one in 2 and 3 sets, I should say. Serve on the way from Alice Robb. Riley said this time over to Turner, and Edwards somehow gets it right over the point for EC. Wow, that ball just climbed up there and came down.
Lions just need 2 more to get this win here. Mules have got to put a stop to this.
Yeah, Lady Mules looking for a stop here. Robb with another serve, fielded right there by Best. They go by this time over to Mo, and that's a point for Emerson. 23-20. And Ava Best will serve.
To all 174 people watching, we appreciate you being here with us.
Best with the serve, hit right there by Kelsey. They go on the attack by way of Bishop. Off the hands of Riley, and Mo on the attack again, and a point to kill Emerson Robbins. 23-21. Go to Old Reliable. Ava Best with another serve. Serve on the way from Ava. This one's fielded in the back right there by EC. On the attack is Bishop.
That's in.
Yep.
That's in.
That's in and a point. AC fans starting to stand here. 24-21. Our camera angles may be obscured a little bit, but we'll broadcast it anyway like radio for a moment. This is Bishop, I think, serving. Bishop with the serve. Fielded right there by Mabry. Ava passing it over by way of Mo. This one's high on the backside by way of Bishop. They go over to Shaw on the attack. Then over there by Mabry up high. Ava this time over to Atwood. This one's veering over to the left. Can EC save it? And they recover it. Little push hit. Ava over to Riley this time. And Atwood on the attack. Then over there in the back row by EC. They go by way of Shaw again. Out through the blocked hands of Lady Mules. Ava sends this over to Turner with a blast. And Kenzie Turner. All right. Lady Mules down by 2, 24-22.
Going to have to see some action similar to what happened to that Carmi game here from Fairfield.
And Mabry with the serve. Crucial stretch here. Mabry with the serve. Federer there in the back, right there by EC. They go over to by way of Bishop. Into the net, and a point for Fairfield. 24-23. And time out on the floor. Let's keep it right here, Bob.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I agree with that.
24-23. EC leading by 1. Third set. Fairfield will have the ball. Wow.
Yeah, what a game here. What a game.
I'll tell you what. I've seen some volley for the Cures. This might be the best one I've seen.
Yeah. This has been a lot of fun here tonight.
Let's see a pink here. By the way, all for a good cause here, too. And I was thinking about, I mentioned it earlier during, I think, JV. I was thinking about Linda Oxby.
Yeah. My mom coached with her. They went to state together. My mom has a lot of fond memories with Linda Oxby. Definitely miss her.
Yeah, Linda was one of the first athletic directors I met in my young broadcasting career, and did a great job and always helped me out when needed. Mabry Ellis with the serve upcoming. 24-23, Lady Mules down by 1. There's a serve from Mabry. This one carries right over. Edwards kind of this time they go on the attack. Blocked in by Lady Mules. A point for Fairfield. They tie it up 24-all. Oh my goodness, we're going into OT.
Wow.
My goodness.
Wow.
24-all, third set. And there's Mabry with another serve. This one's filtered by EC. They dig this one out. They just hit it right over. Best this time. Attack is Mo. Off the hands of Kelsey. They go over by way of Shaw on the attack, and that's a point. Jenna Shaw, 25-24. Again, our camera angles may be obscured. We'll do our best to provide it here for you.
Yeah, Grady is working hard.
Lydia Kelsey with the serve. Fielded right there by Mabry, having a little trouble. Can Lady Mules recover? They do. They just bump it right over by way of Robbins. They set this time over to Shaw. Blocked it there by the Lady Mules.
Good recovery.
Kelsey hits this one up high. Best. Over to Edwards, and Mo with the blast. And that's a point for Fairfield. 25-all. Oh, my goodness. What a barn burner here tonight. And the sea of pink. Catherine Newman will serve. Serve on the way. This one carries out right by way of the back board by Edwards County. Blocked right, kill, the tip by Shaw is good. Boy, Shaw stepping up big, 26-25. Back and forth we go. Zori Ewing, the senior, checking in. And now we got Kaysen Nelson of
She's
EC.
been showing some good serving tonight, so the Mules are going to have to be ready for this. Nelson's been doing incredible tonight.
Nelson with the serve, fielded right there by Mabry. Up high is Riley. Go over to Mo on the attack, blocked. Nice dig right there by Mabry, though. And Mo just bumps it right back over. Nelson with a pass over to Shaw and into the net, point for Fairfield.
God, my mom, Francie L, saying, wow, what a game. Could not agree with you more. And Claire Vaughn saying, wow.
I think Claire.
Yeah, wow. That's all I can say is wow.
I think Claire's been doing some flips at her home.
Yeah, Claire, if you hear me getting excited when Edwards County scores, just pretend you didn't hear it. I'm getting excited for both teams here.
26-all, but it's been a dandy to watch. Riley Edwards with the serve. This one fielded right there in the back, right there by EC. On the attack that time is Bishop. Mo with the hammer over the hands of Kelsey. Can EC recover? And they do by way of Kelsey.
Kelsey gets it over.
Riley over to Mo again. A little tap this time. Edwards got a little bit of trouble. And
they recover. Shaw was ready.
Over to Edwards this time. Over to Mo. Little tap. This one's hit up high. Kelsey bumps it right back over. Over to Riley. Best. Passing it over to Mo with the attack. Edwards County 26-all. On the attack is Shaw. Have a little trouble. And a point for Fairfield. They take the lead. Third set. Violation on EC. Oh, my goodness. Game point 27-26. Hang on to your seats. Riley with another serve. Riley with the serve. There it comes. Off the head. Yes! It's an ace! Riley and the Lady Mules win! 28-26, final and ace!
What a game. The Mules come out with the victory.
28-26 final. Lady Mules win! Lady Mules win! Lady Mules win! Oh my goodness! What a volley for the Cure tonight! What a way to end it. Riley Edwards with the ace. 28-26. Lady Mules win this one in 3 sets. Oh my goodness.
The second I saw Riley Edwards step up for the serving, I knew Mules had that point, because after that Carmi game, that's whenever she got those points that got us the win for that game. I knew some good things were going to happen for the Mules the second she stepped out there.
I'll tell you what, how about some nitroglycerin pills on hand? My goodness. Boy, woo, my heart for sure.
Live chat is blowing up right now.
Oh, it reminds me of Fred Sanford of Sanford & Son. I'm coming home for you, Elizabeth. My heart. But I tell you what, seriously, what a great game by both teams here.
Yeah, that's what Maddie Howe and Claire Vaughn both saying in the chat. Way to play, but for both teams. I mean, that was incredible volleyball.
Grady's over here thinking, my goodness, guys. Hey, I tell you what, Bob, let's take a break here and we get our camera set up here, and we'll go over here and we'll name her Christina Copa, Country Financial Player of the Game. We'll also get Chet Snyder up here as well here on Mule Nation, powered by RJ Marketing.
At FNB, we believe in us. Not us the bank, us the farmers, us the families, us the community. That's why we continuously and proudly support, invest, and volunteer throughout our region. So whether you're from Fairfield, Wayne City, Grayville, or anywhere in between, you'll always find a friendly and helpful neighbor right here at home. FNB, banking, business, life, member FDIC, equal housing lender. The Southern Illinois Whitetail Connection proudly supports the FCHS Mules and wishes them good luck this season. SIWC is a members-only hunting club in Fairfield that provides access to thousands of acres that offer the perfect habitat for Midwest game. SIWC members are allowed year-round access and are allowed to hunt during any legal Illinois hunt season. Go Mules from members of the Southern Illinois Whitetail Connection. They're not just a flower shop at Black's Flowers and Gifts in downtown Fairfield. Yeah, they do deliver smiles with fresh floral arrangements or candy and snack or balloon bouquets. But Black's also has home decor and gifts for any occasion. Fannie Mae candies and tuxedo rentals from Jim's Formal Wear. Give them a call at 847-7076. Black's Flowers and Gifts, your florist with the personal touch at 310 East Main in Fairfield. Open 9 to 4 Monday through Friday and 9 to noon on Saturday. And don't forget to like them on Facebook. Are you ready to start thinking about retirement? Let the Conard Financial Group help you with financial planning options like 401ks and IRAs, 401k rollovers, college savings plans, and life and long-term care insurance. Plus, they offer stocks, bonds, mutual funds, and certificates of deposit. Give Chris or any one of the crew at the Conard Financial Group a call at 618-842-7855 to schedule an appointment to discuss your financial future. The Conard Financial Group, investing in the future since 2003.
Did you know the Wayne County Health Department offers a wide range of vaccinations? Adult vaccinations for hepatitis A and B, pneumonia, shingles, seasonal flu, COVID-19, tetanus, and several others are available from 8 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Monday through Thursday, either by appointment or walk-in. Most insurances are accepted and the paperwork is minimal. Your health is their priority at the Wayne County Health Department, located at 405 North Basin Road in Fairfield.
Welcome back here to the Mule Barn. I'm Derek Dunn, Chet Snyder alongside, and Coach, I tell you what, that was a volley for the Cure barn burner here. I tell you what, you won at varsity. Well, actually, first set, EC won that one 25-16. You won the second set 25-19, and off of a Riley Edwards ace, 28-26. Kind of reminds me of Carmi a little bit from a couple of weeks ago, but yeah. Coach, great volley for the Cure, great crowd here tonight. The atmosphere was electric, and your thoughts?
Wow. I'm still thinking, how did we win that match? They were so good.
Yeah.
Edwards County played incredible. If they play like that they're going to be hard to beat in 1A, you know.
Yeah.
Their outsides were fantastic. Jenna and Grace, neither one played like a freshman, sophomore. They played. They were so mature, and they've got good leadership from their 2 seniors, the libero and setter. They're fantastic, and they just had a game plan that Coach Nelson came up with, and they stuck to it. Their kids were smart, and somehow we just fought and found a way at the end to win. And I told people 3 years ago, like when this group seniors, it's going to be hard to get them off the court the last time in a regional or a sectional or whatever. They just don't quit. They may get beat, but they're not going to beat themselves. And we fought and dug and found a way. And if you're a high school volleyball fan, that was fun.
That was fun.
That was a lot of excitement on both sides.
Oh, my goodness. The comments have just been blowing up here. Coach, talk about the adjustments you made. You know, EC won that first set that came out on fire, but second set, thought you guys were more synced in and played a lot better, I thought.
Yeah, my setters and Emerson, we hadn't touched the volleyball since Thursday, because it was homecoming. And it seemed like they always connect so well, and we were struggling connecting. We really never found it all night long. But in the second set, I put her right side, and she found it there and had like 3 or 4 kills in a row.
Yeah.
And then she got going out of the back row. But Kinsey got a couple big time swings for us. Riley found the court. Gracie found the court. Gracie kept the ball in play too. Gracie got a big block. So it was a really, really, really good team effort. But sometimes when things aren't going your way of what's usually easy, other people have to step up and do things. And that happened tonight. I was glad to see that.
That was a little third set, too, when you guys were down. And I mentioned on the live stream, when you're down, just keep chipping away. And you guys kept chipping away.
Yeah, you're not going to, the way their outsides were swinging tonight, you're not going to stop them. But you want to not give them, 5 and 6 points in a row. And we finally started scoring more than they were. They would still side out, but we would get a couple here and there, and we just pushed it back, and found a way to win. Unbelievable.
Coach, you got El Dorado on the road tomorrow, and then you got Carmi coming here Thursday, and this is a big week here.
Big week. We're 8-0 in the conference.
Yeah.
Going to El Dorado, we can guarantee we share part of the conference for the 6th year in a row.
Yeah.
And then, but obviously, we don't want to share it. We want to win it outright on our home court on senior night. And I hope everybody comes out and watches these 4 seniors one last time here at the Mule Barn. This team is exciting and fun to watch, and I hope people, if you haven't got a chance to see them in person, come out and watch them, because I know a lot of people watch on Mule Nation. I'm so thankful for that. I see people out in the town all the night, and they're like, we haven't missed a game, And, but I hope we can pack this place. I hope it's the biggest crowd to ever watch a volleyball game in Fairfield.
Let's make it happen.
Because Carmi's going to bring a great, great team up here. And Chris has them rolling, and it'll be a battle from start to finish. And the JV match will be really good, too.
Yeah.
So our JV's just lost once on the year, and it'll be a great match, too. So please, whatever you're doing, stop and just come watch us Thursday night here. We're going to honor New Hope softball team.
Okay.
We're going to honor Center Street softball team. It's alumni night, it's senior night, it's neon night. So it's going to be lots of fun at the Mule Barn.
Well, Coach, again, congratulations on a great 3-set victory over Edwards County. A lot of fun to watch. Volley for the cure, and for a good reason, too.
Yep.
And I'll close out with this. Before I let you go back down there, I was thinking of Linda Oxby before hopping on board. I saw the photos that you posted that some people sent to you over the years of Volley for the Cure, and what a great tradition. Some great games over the years.
Oh, played many great games with her. Linda never played volleyball, and she was one of the ultimate coaches in the state ever. She just could get so much out of her kids. They played so hard for her.
Yeah.
She has the Jim and Albion name for her, for a volleyball coach. And if people could wrap their head around that for a little bit, a girls volleyball coach has a gym named after them. That's just outstanding.
Yeah.
And she was a good advocate for our sport too. You know, she wanted to see it continue to grow, and she wasn't afraid to go play good competition. They'd always go up to Mount Pulaski and play really good competition. So really thankful for what Linda started in our area. Her and Tony Phelps were kind of two of the ones that really got, because Southern Illinois volleyball there, and Kathy Black wasn't real strong for a long time, and now it's pretty doggone.
Well, Coach, again, congratulations. Go celebrate down there with your team, and we'll see you tomorrow on the road at El Dorado, and then Thursday here at the Mule Barn, last home game of the season. All right.
Sounds good. Thank you, Mule Nation.
Thanks, Coach. Appreciate it. Congratulations again. All right. Go ahead and give that over to Bob here. We're going to name our Christina Copeland Country Financial Player of the Game. Boy, we can go a lot of ways with this one here, Bob. You want to pick this one or me?
Oh, you got it.
Boy, I thought there was there was one player I thought who really stood out to me. It seemed like when the team, I go back to that second set, when Fairfield was playing good, and it seemed like this player stepped up and had some kills in that second set. It kind of gave the Lady Mules a lift because, they were, Edwards got to win that first set, and Fairfield had to win that second set to force a third set. I thought Gracie Atwood had some kills tonight in that second set and really stepped up big in that second set. So I want to give it to Gracie Atwood tonight, or Christina Copeland, Country Financial Player of the Game. I thought Gracie stepped up big in that second set. There's a lot of players you could easily give it to, but whenever you lose that first set and you're in that second set and you're trying to force that third, you're trying to stay alive, if you will, and try to keep that perfect conference record alive and try to get that win here at the Mule Barn on this Volley for the Cure. I think Gracie Atwood stepped up big. So we'll give it to Gracie Atwood, or Christina Copeland, Country Financial Player of the Game. Congratulations to Gracie. Again, we got a couple of live streams for you here tomorrow on Mule Nation. We got you and Grady will be down there at El Dorado.
Me and Grady going down to El Dorado. I believe it's just us two, so if things are a bit slower than normal, I do apologize. But I will be trying my best. It should be going pretty good for us. So wish us luck tomorrow. One thing I do want to say before we close out, my mom left a comment, and she said that was a game Coach Oxby would have loved, and I could not agree with that more.
Amen. Also, Tony saying, great job, Lydia. Kelsey, proud of you. Trevor saying, Trevor said, my vote for player of the game, Riley Edwards, killed it tonight. Leah said, great game. Leah does some work with NASCAR, by the way. Vera saying, amazing game. CG saying, wow, what a game. And hats off to EC. They've looked really good. Yeah. And Peggy Snyder saying, probably here from Champaign, holy moly, congratulations, Lady Mules. And, of course, amazing by both teams. And Patrick, I'm quitting Mule Volleyball, and I'm too old for this. But Maddie Hout saying, great game for both teams. Angela saying, what a game. And I tell you what, Fred even said, what a game as well. So we appreciate you guys. Thanks very much for watching our live stream here on Mule Nation, powered by RJ Marketing. I want to thank the businesses for sponsoring our live stream here tonight, for sponsoring and supporting Lady Mules Volleyball. If you haven't a chance, please thank them for their sponsorship. We greatly appreciate them. Without them, we wouldn't be able to do this. So appreciate all you guys for watching. Always a pleasure bringing you Lady Mules Volleyball here in Mule Nation, powered by RJ Marketing. Again, want to remind you your final scores of varsity play. Edwards County won the first set 25-16. Fairfield won the second set 25-19. And the third set, Fairfield won the third set 28-26. JV and freshman for Lady Mules, they won in 2 games. Until Tuesday at El Dorado for Bob and Grady for Lady Mules Volleyball. Also tennis tomorrow at Lakeside as well with Mark and Claire. So long for now.